Hey everyone. Firstly, sorry, I tried to do a live YouTube cast, but I don't have 1,000 subscribers, so that's what I need apparently to do a live one these days. I'd be interested in trying to get Zoom together for everyone, because I think we're all going to be going out of our minds without much social contact, being the creative types we are. So I'll email everyone about that, and maybe later on this week we can do that. Anyway, to business. As much as I pre-recorded this, at 9 o'clock I will be by my computer if anyone wants to ask any questions, and I will try and respond to them in real time. But let's get going. Have a little stretch, get going a bit physically first. Just stretch out as far as you can reach with your feet planted. Left, right, forwards, up, back. I've got a wall, so be somewhere where you can stretch back as well. Down through your legs, all over. Just have a quick stretch. Shake stuff out a bit. Shake out, roll it out. Just give yourself a quick physical loosen. And then a bit of a massage as well. Just especially in the hinge point of the jaw, remember, this always gets a bit tight, especially with the tension going on in the world at the moment. Really try and breathe through it, get into that hinge point. Back of the neck, remember, try and just keep your face soft. Just keep nice and mellow, breathe through it. Soft face and breathe, always, those two things especially. And then if you can bear it, just get into the larynx, give that a little waggle side to side. The tracts of the muscles here, these two muscles that run down like cables, give those a little go. And then very gently in between those cables and the larynx, you have a little kind of track, a little indentation. So give yourself a very gentle circle patterns here. Don't go too deep though. There's some darkness residing in there, so just take it a little bit easy if you're choosing to do that. Okay, and just like stretch your face out, really big, really small, tiny prune face, massively excited face, tiny prune face. Good, and just lip trill that out a bit. Not too high, not too low, just in the mid-range. And now we'll move into a siren, as per usual, on an NG. That sound is different to an N, remember. Say sing, the word sing. Tongue just sits at the front a little bit, it's elevated at the back. You just want that back bit to just be lifted and soft, like puppy-like. You want to watch for that root kicking down too much when you're doing this. So just moving through a siren, NG, starting the mid-range, dropping down a little bit, then rising, staying in the middle, going down a little bit more, rising a bit more, and just expanding the range as you go a little bit. So it would be a sing, and just keep it reasonably light. Get into it now. Keep it light, and just start to expand the range a little bit up and down. Light is good. We'll work on some mixy stuff later on in this warm-up, but remember, if you keep it light, if you can master it when it's light, you're doing really well. You'll probably find your voice cracks. That's fine. Try and rejoin your voice, and then keep going, or switch directions. And don't try and force your way through that. Just take it easy. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to do some sirening to fixed pitch. So we'll do it to a fifth, okay? So here we go. It'll be... Here we go. Sing. So just nice and smooth. Evenly as you can, covering all the pitches. here, singing down a long beak and just maybe mixing it a little bit more. Back of the neck is nice and free. You can still try and keep it light if you want. Don't worry if you're flipping, that's fine. Just feel yourself getting really important as you go up. So the back of the neck is just nice and strong, giving you a little extra support. Last one. And don't worry if you're a bit out of the loop there. Good. Let's just do a little something for breath. Remember, just hands on the belly and just breathe and release. Remember, we're trying to get some release. As you breathe in, you let that go, and on a you're just letting those muscles move back in towards the spine. So do one or two of those. Just breathe in, release it, and just on a hiss, go. And just feel those muscles move, encourage them to move. There's a slight upward movement there at the top of the abs as well, which is quite nice and positive. It's kind of uplifting, it's not all collapsing down, remember. When you breathe and release, when you work that, the belly button moves towards the spine, but it's got a slight upward momentum, which is kind of a bit more psychologically positive. Good, so you've done 2 or 3 of those. Open the throat. So let's just have a little stretch out with the tongue. Remember, like good ideas. This is also opening up the back of the mouth and inside the throat. So best idea ever. I'm going to put a singing warm-up online. I really feel that openness. And then just put your tip of the tongue behind the bottom front teeth and fold the tongue out forwards. Really feel that stretch here. It's not a very pleasant thing for most of us. But you're loosening your tongue first thing in the morning. It's a good thing. And just have a little washing machine around the mouth. 4 one way, 4 the other way. You try and cover those bits that you tend to just skirt around. Those bits are the bits where you're holding the most tension in your tongue. So if you can make that washing machine really circular, you'll do yourself wonders. Great. And let's just do an ooey now, just start to get into a bit more singing. And we'll do it just descending in an octave, so it'll be ooey, 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 ooey. That was terrible. That was a terrible scale. Let's do it in G major. Ooey, 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 ooey. That's much better. Welcome to the morning. So here we go. Ooey, 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 ooey. Reset the larynx before you sing. Breathe and just get your voice in position. Really smooth between the 2 sounds. Good. Lift up the palate as well. A little cry just to get cricothyroid muscles, the ones that tilt the voice, that singer's position we always talk about, getting that going. So a few puppy whimpers. You feel that stretch. Give me about 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're going to put it into a little exercise where we do please mum. So you're that kid that wants something, a bit petulant, a bit sulky, whingy. We're just going to go please mum, please. And we're going to work our way up. We're going to go quite high with this one. Please mum, please. So remember, put that kind of begging reach in it. Please mum, please. Start to work harder as we go higher. Mum, please. Please, mum, please. Please, mum, please. Please, mum, please. Keep that whinge going. Mum, you're so mean. Please, mum, please. Couple more. Please, mum, please. Please, mum, please. Good. Hands on the sides. And just to get that little extra boost at the side, this is a little sideways kick here, remember? When you're making sound, that TA kicks out there. That's what you should feel there. So give that a good work, a little sideways attack. Ha! If that's a bit dead on you, remember, allow your hands to be more of a tighter belt. So give yourself a good squeeze in. Remember, you're in the fleshy bits here. You're not on the rib cage, you're not on the bones or on the top of the hips. You're just at the sides there. So really work those in. You can even do a very gentle cough. Make sure you're not doing that around anyone, others they'll freak out. But a very soft you can see that all kicks out. So do a few of those if you've not been doing them with me, which you probably have, just to wake that area up. And we're going to do a little fast controller, which we've done before. So I just move up like this, ha 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 ha, ha on a ha, ha 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 ha, ha, etc. Okay, here we go. Faster up one key. Great, it is stamina time, so it's count for as long as you can. You can either put your hands on the front of your belly on the 6-pack, like we did earlier on in the breathing warm-up, or you can put your hands on the sides like we've just done, or don't put your hands anywhere. Walk around a bit if you feel like it. But this is just all about stamina. It's you against yourself, so I'm going to give you a count in and then you count numbers aloud for as long as you can. Here we go. 1, 2. lasted all the way through that. You're doing really, really well. So that's just the loosener. That's your marker. So here we go again. I probably won't play exactly the same length again, but here's something to test it against. Ready? 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's get into a bit of twang. So you know, ways into twang, that little edginess in the voice. Nye, 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 annoying kids. Mima, I love you. Very high-pitched Americans. Witchy cackle. Sheep. Meh. That'll do. And we're gonna do an old favourite. Some of you might not know this one. This is you in your best Disney mode, and you are just walking through the enchanted forest. You're a little furry creature. It's just another day, as usual, in the enchanted forest, and you find a magic daisy. And your soundtrack starts, and what you're going to sing is, "Hey, I found a daisy. Makes me feel so good inside." Okay? So, "Hey, I found a daisy. Makes me feel so good inside." Really high larynx. High tongue at the back. Yeah. Just like on that yeah, when you say yeah, you really feel the tongue doing this in the mouth. So high at the back of pos, get that larynx up, really open in the throat. Set the voice before you sing, remember. So when you breathe, the voice drops. So try and get it a little bit higher. Yeah. Hey, here we go. Hey, I found a daisy. Makes me feel so good inside. I found a daisy. I love daisies. Makes me feel so good inside. Show me your daisy. Keep discovering new daisies. Up. Gauge the body a bit as you go higher. Brace a little bit. Makes me feel so good inside. Keep the joy. Hey, I found a daisy. Makes me feel so good inside. Hey, I found a daisy. Makes me feel so good inside. One more. Very random, but we do random. Some arpeggios. We're going to change voice positions. So we'll just do this on more, okay? That or sound is a little bit nasty, so again, just watch your tongue's not kicking back down. Try and keep that tongue in kind of more of an E position, or thinking NG a little bit as well. And we're going to do more, just a straight arpeggio. And then the next one down, and next one up, we'll go down with the voice. Think, you know, tragic opera, more, 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 more. And then back to where you kind of sit normally. More, 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 more. And then kind of cheesy pop Disney like we've just done, twangy, more, 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 more. Okay, but it's more about changing the position of your voice than adding lots of twang or taking it away. So try and balance that out a little bit. Okay, here we go. Try and think of reversing it in your brain. So the high note is the lowest, you feel the floor more. Ground that high note. Good. Hopefully you're changing the position of your voice at the same time there. If you forgot that, maybe rewind and alternate the position of your voice. Good, let's do a little rhythmic diddle. Mia, we'll do Mia, 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 ya. Mia, 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 ya. Mia, 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 ya. Mia, 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 ya. Mia, Mia, me. Okay, 2, 3, and. Last one. Mia, 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 ya. Mia, 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 ya. Mia, 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 ya. Mia, Mia, me. Cool. And just to finish off for today, a little tongue twister. We'll do toy boat. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. And we'll just move up chromatically and then down again. Okay, ready? And toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. That's it. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. And maybe one more. Miss Ruth's red roof. Miss Ruth's red roof. Miss Ruth's red roof. Okay, everyone, that's a little morning loosener for you. I hope that has been of some use. Miss you all, and if you have any questions, just add them to the comments in this video and I will answer them all. And yeah, I'll definitely do another one in a day or two with some different exercises in. And anything you want in a warm-up as well, you can suggest. But let's try and do a Zoom soon so I can see some lovely friendly faces. Hope you're all staying safe, being sensible, spreading the love, but nothing else. Take care, team. I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.